Well, howdy y'all. Handy Redneck here. It's been a little while, but I'm back. Um, we're gonna do some small tater harvest. If you look down here in this here hole, you'll see some of what I'm talking about. These are taters that were grown in this here kiddie pool as an experiment. These are fingerlings. They're purple fingerlings. So we'll see how those do. It's August 24th, 4:30 in the afternoon. It's about 90 something degrees with a heat index pushing it well over 100. So if I take off my hat and you see my sweaty, messy hair, I apologize, but um, stuff happens. Now you'll also see some little marigold plants in here. We're just going to dig through those. They didn't produce, so we ain't worried about it. I got a strainer here. Uh, so, as I was saying, here in this hole, we got some little fingerling taters. Look at that one. That one's trying to sprout and grow. And we may just throw something like it back in here and just see what happens this fall. You know, I mean, shoot, here's one that's on top of the ground already. So, yeah, we're just going to get to digging through here, you know, and see what we see what we can find. I threw taters in here, not expecting a whole lot out of it because I didn't have a whole lot of taters to throw in here, but I figured it's an experiment, why not? Oh, ooh, that ground deep down is pretty darn hard. I ain't sure we're going to find much down there, but we'll look through it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get much down in this deep stuff. Oh man, that's like concrete. Oh, that obviously wasn't all that good of soil. That could explain why they didn't do all that good. You know, they didn't do bad, but they're obviously all up in this upper layer here, and not too deep at all, because you know that's just hard. So I wasn't even going to bother with this, but something got in and was digging around in here, so I figured I'd dig around, and I'd rather I get the taters than some wild critter. You know, like I say, if nothing else, we'll turn all these into seed taters for next year, hopefully. Because as you can see, it's getting to be a handful of little ones. But yeah, that dirt down in the bottom is not good. It's hard and full of clay. I ain't gonna use that no more. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get really anything to eat out of these. But like I said, we might get some that we can keep cool and dry and try to overwinter. You know, it's like I say, it's the end of August right now where I am, and it's hot. You know, and I mean hot, hot, hot. This next video I'm going to do for y'all, probably today, is going to be, we got us a bucket of purple sweet taters that we was working on. It won't be too long until we take the tomatoes out of the bed that's sitting right next to us right here, right over here, and have a look at the sweet taters that were growing down amongst it. And you can probably see across the way here I got some cucumbers growing. It's cooled off a little bit, so the cucumbers are making a comeback, but you know, like the tomatoes, they ain't a real big fan of cool. So I mean, these little purple taters, you pretty much got a feel for them because you might not see them. They're so dark. Woo, look at that. We got worms. Big ones. That's alright. We like worms. I'm going to leave that night crawler in here. That night crawler may be what those critters were digging in here looking for. We do get, what are they, armadillos come through, and they'll root up the ground and everything, looking for grubs and other such worms. So that may have been who'd come in and dug the test hole. You know, this soil is not good. It's not good at all. I mean, the idea of growing in the kiddie pool, it works. I've grown other things in it. It's just this soil is horrendous. I mean, look at how tiny some of these are. Like I say, you got to feel for them, because you may not see them. Yeah, they're tiny, and they're all up toward the top. This soil is just too, it's just too rough for them to grow down into. I mean, it's rough getting your hands through. Yeah, this ain't good soil. Well, it will be good soil. We'll make it into good soil, but right now, this is not the stuff you really want to grow in. I mean, it looked nice when we put it in, nice and dark and everything, but it just ain't that good. I think we're going to call that it for those. There's another. We might find some later, but if they regrow in here, we ain't gonna worry. But you know, there's some fingerlings. These are purple fingerling potatoes. And, well, that's about it for now. I'll talk to y'all later.